Did you ever notice that blue slide with rust on the side of it? Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Taclif here, and we're playing some Kill Confirmed on Fallen, which is an alright map. I would generally say it's one of the larger maps in the game, but it's medium size. Not necessarily the largest, but not necessarily the smallest either. Sort of in between, I don't know. But anyways, as you can probably tell by the wacky setup, I'm using the Striker suppressed. And you're like, why would you use this game? Like, how good did you actually do this game? Well, you know, it's just an average game. No. I actually got the M.O.A.B, or Mother of All Bombs, with this setup. And I was just as surprised as everyone else was, because this was the very first game of the day. I'm not lying here. It really was the very first game I played. I hopped on right after the patch, played this, and somehow managed to get an M.O.A.B out of this setup. And if you're wondering why I'm using the silencer or suppressor, I'm sorry, as it's mixed. I don't know why, and I don't know how I got that guy up there. It's sort of weird. Sort of weird lag compensation, I don't know. But anyways, if you're wondering why I'm using the Striker with a suppressor on it, or suppressed, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really matter. Silencer, suppressor, same thing, only different time period. I don't even know, whatever. But the reason I'm using it is to get challenges for it, to unlock it gold, because as far as I know, I'm not going to prestige, because I don't really see a point in it. I mean, the only point for me to prestige would be like maybe a few extra classes, and you know, that's about it. But I already have 7 classes, and I don't really need it. So I just declined that offer. I mean, I have 7 classes already. It's enough for me. I mean, 6 is enough. I don't know what to do with my 7th yet, really. I mean, this is my only shotgun setup so far, and it's probably the only shotgun I'm really going to use, because it's pretty much the best. As you can tell, even with a silencer, it's still pretty good. And I'm not going to lie, this game, my heart was kind of pounding once I got to around 18 kills. And I want you to see this right here. This was crazy. I was trying to use the outskirts of the map. I get shot, and I don't know where it's from, and I kill this guy, and then I see this guy on the radar, and I'm like, well, I'm going to bait him in, and he never really comes in. I think he's, I don't know, but I don't want to call him like a bad player, because, you know, no one really deserves to be called a bad player. I mean, you have good days and you have bad days, but, I mean, daggone. He was looking up into the sky, shooting stuff, and I don't even think there was a UAV up. I don't know. Maybe he's just having an off day. I honestly don't know, but if you couldn't tell already, I'm using the Specialist package, and I probably didn't mention this at the beginning, but I'm using damage on the Striker, and I know some people prefer range, I know some people prefer damage, some kicks, some, I don't know, whatever else you prefer, really, I don't know. Whatever floats your boat, whatever shoots your gun, you know, whatever shoots your gun the fastest. I've heard that little thing before where it says whatever shoots your gun, but sort of has to deal with that, so, you know, just made that joke about the proficiencies. Whatever, you probably didn't understand it anyways. Actually, you probably did. Doesn't matter. Yeah, but there's a whole ordeal whether or not to use damage or range. If you're going to use extended mags on the Striker, you know, you'd probably want to go with range. But if you're using anything else, like grip's another great option. But you know what? I really don't understand, like, why grip. Everyone thinks grip is necessary on the Striker, which I honestly don't think it is at all. I mean, I used it for a little bit, and I couldn't really tell much of a difference at all, if hardly any, to be honest. I mean, it really didn't make any sense to me whatsoever to, you know, just use grip. So, I mean, I'm sorry if you're like a hardcore grip user, but, you know, I prefer my extended mags damage, and the reason being is because it just puts them down so quickly. I mean, I heard, if you don't know, I heard this a while back, well, not too much of a while back, probably about 3-4 days ago, that extended mags actually increases how many pellets or rounds or whatever it is that you actually shoot out. So I think there's 8 originally. There's 8 per bullet, or 8 per shell. 8 pellets per shell. And then with extended mags, not only does it give you more ammunition to start with, and inside the clip or the box mag or the magazine, whatever you want to call it, it also increases it from 8 pellets to 12 pellets. So I found that interesting, and right there was a very interesting play of the game. If you didn't see it, or if you were too focused on the commentary or whatnot, focus on something else, then go back and look at that, because I sort of like baited that guy to look at me, and then I was able to like sneak up, and my teammate was able to sneak up on him inside the back and just shoot him. I thought that was hilarious. I actually do that with the riot shield quite a bit, to be honest. Whether I'm using the Juggernaut or riot shield at all. And that reminds me, I should probably go try some riot shield gameplay, even though that'll probably annoy me to no other. But you know, once you get like the flash knifing technique down of the throwing knife, it becomes a lot easier. Actually, I don't even think it has to be with a throwing knife, but that's sort of just like the equipment of choice with the riot shield, I guess. You know, I don't know. But anyways, the combination of perks really does help you. I mean, with a specialist, yeah, that was pretty long range to have damage. And I try to get this guy. Man, I wish I could have got him for like the 3-piece, and I can also get the deny, but it didn't work out that way. And at this point, I'm literally just shaking. not necessarily shaking, but you know, I'm like, my head's like, what the heck's going on? Am I actually going for the M.O.A.B? And if you want any tips, like, I'm not the one to give tips, and I actually heard that guy. I'm not the one to give tips about getting an M.O.A.B necessarily, but if you want my best tip, my one and only tip, is to go in with a specialist and just have fun, because that's what I did this game, man, and it worked out in my favor, and I actually ended up getting an M.O.A.B. And I wasn't even listening like on a headset or anything like that. I was actually listening to Going Loud, and right there I get my M.O.A.B. But Going Loud by Hans Zimmer from Modern Warfare 2, and I guess that just gave me enough confidence to go out there and get it. So I don't know. Anyways, I was celebrating a lot right here, and I didn't care. So I was just like, yay! But ends up the M.O.A.B. only gets me 3 kills. So I'm like, what the heck? You know, there's 6 people on the enemy team. Why don't you kill them? And I thought I was gonna get the kill confirmed here, but I guess the M.O.A.B. doesn't drop that. So I don't know what the deal with that is, but I'm liking it. Silent Striker, my very first M.O.A.B. Man, doesn't get much better than that. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. And 30-1. So hope you guys have enjoyed. And as always, have a nice day.